you. I'm sorry. I couldn't be less ready.
Couldn't be less ready, huh?
I couldn't be less ready because I don't know what you're planning here. You got me in my jammies.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
I want to just take a minute before I start the video of my camping trip on the 27th and 28th, where I hiked into a beautiful little creek in the Ozark Mountains of northern Arkansas. And just wanted to introduce you to my better half, Brooke McCann. And you can catch her on Adventures with Him on Facebook and YouTube. She's mad at me because I didn't let her wait till she got out of her jammies, but well, this is how we live. This is who we are. But I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody. And for those folks that have been following me lately and watching my videos, I just really appreciate it. And we just, from Brooke and I, we just pray that you guys have a blessed and what's the other word I'm looking for?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Blessed and prosperous New Year.
Okay.
So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. We just wanted to pop on here and say hi. I'd introduce you to all the critters, but they're all running around the house. Yeah, there went one of them. Happy New Year. Enjoy the video. Be blessed, guys. Slippery, muddy. Gotta watch your step. There we go. Starting to rain. Cloud's pretty dark. I've got a small tarp in my pack. I can sit down and cover up with if I need to. Wow. This is like a little world of its own right here. This is beautiful. My goodness. Well, here's something pretty cool. This is one of my pine knots. And I don't think I left it here on purpose. I must have accidentally left it here, but it was still sitting right here on this rock. And I think somebody used a little bit off of it to start their fire. I know somebody's been here because this fire pit is rearranged different than when I was here. They've added more rocks around the top of it. And they had a small fire, I can tell, because it burned away and didn't leave a whole lot of ash. It looks like they just had maybe a small enough fire to heat up some food or whatever. But they left it sitting here, I guess. So that's pretty cool. So like I said, I don't remember leaving it here. I may have, but I think it's pretty cool of somebody to recognize what it is and then leave it for the next person. So I brought 3 sticks of pine knot with me, small ones like this. And so I'll probably just use this and leave it behind for the next person, maybe even leave an extra one. So anyway, I've got to get together in wood because it's going to be dark pretty soon. Off to a good start. Fire feels good. I can feel the heat from here. That's a good fire. As long as I keep adding fuel to it, it's just going to keep going all night. All right, here's supper tonight. Beef stroganoff with noodles. Well, let's see how this water's doing. And we should be getting close to a boil. She's a bubbling a little bit around the edges. She's getting ready. Pretty good. Yeah. Better than I thought it'd be. All right, there it is, folks. The headlamp visor. Makes it where I can talk to you now. See, if I didn't have that on, that's what you'd see. But that makes it possible with a piece of Gorilla Tape off of my hiking staff. I always keep Gorilla Tape on my hiking staff because I don't carry tape in my first aid kit. So Gorilla Tape is for like bandaging up with those 2-inch bandages in case you got a serious cut. Then I carry a bunch of heavy-duty Band-Aids and some antibiotic cream and some burn cream and just a few things like ibuprofen, stuff like that. Just enough to get you out of the woods and get you home without bleeding to death. But anyway, yeah, so I can sit and talk to you now before I go to bed. It brought me 2 podcasts. One is Sasquatch Chronicles and the other is Paul Kirtley. I'm a big fan of Paul Kirtley. I like that guy. I like the guests that he has on. He's had good ones. He had Morse Kohansky on before he passed away. He's had Dave Canterbury. He's had Les Hiddens, the Bush Tucker man. He's had David Holder. He's had Kevin Callan, Cliff Jacobson, and just a whole bunch of others that I can't name them all. And I've listened to about every podcast he's put out. But his newest one is Les Stroud, and they're going to talk. He's going to talk to Les about Les's BigFoot series. And I'm not a believer. I'm definitely a skeptic, but I'm not going to call anybody a liar that claims that they've seen Bigfoot, because I've seen some people that's pretty convincing. I mean, if I honestly believe in their minds of minds and hearts of hearts, they saw a Bigfoot. They saw something that makes them believe it is Bigfoot. And maybe they're right. I don't know. But it does intrigue me. So I do listen to the Sasquatch Chronicles, however you want to say it. I listen to that, and I pay attention to each one, and I can kind of tell when the ones that are full of it are full of it. But there's some, every once in a while, you'll get one on there where you'll go, wow, you're really convinced, aren't you? And those, I would like to go into the backcountry with those people. If they go, these people that go, that are serious and go and look for Bigfoot. And like I said, not that I'm a believer, but I'm intrigued. I'd like to get involved in just talking to these people. The ones that are convincing, the ones that convince me that they are convinced. Now, the ones that are just spouting off, and I'm not going to play make-believe. But those that when I talk to them, I know that they are convinced. I want to know why. I want to know why they're convinced. I'd like to go and try to show me what convinced you, because I'm curious. I'm not a believer. I'm very skeptic, but I'm curious. And my wife kind of makes fun of me sometimes. But, I am curious. But anyway, those 2 podcasts brought me an extra battery backup so I can have enough battery to listen to those tonight. Good morning, and it is a beautiful morning down here in this little valley, holler, creek bed, whatever you want to call it. The fog's really rolling in thick, so, and they are calling for rain after a while, so I'm gonna have to hit the trail pretty quick. It's a 2.5, 3 hour hike out of here. So anyway, I did watch the Paul Kirtley podcast with Les Stroud last night. Fully recommend that you watch that. It was pretty cool. And Paul Kirtley just does really good bushcraft survival podcasts. A really great guest. It's the Paul Kirtley podcast. I get mine from Apple. I'm assuming that you can get them anywhere that you can, or you get it anywhere that you can get podcasts. Paul Kirtley's also a bushcraft instructor, has a school, does online courses. No, he's not paying me to say this. He doesn't even know that I'm mentioning him in this video, but check it out. I think you'll find some stuff you like. He's my go-to for podcasts. I actually have one of his books, and just a very knowledgeable guy. Let's see. Adrian Jonico, thank you for the beanies that I've had for several years. You've probably forgotten you even gave them to me, but these things have pulled me through many a chilly night in the woods, and last night was no exception. It was nice to have them. So every time I wear these, I'm grateful for my friend Adrian Jonico and this really cool logo. And also something coming down the pike is I bought 6 acres of mountain land at the foot of a mountain, and I'm going to build me an off-grid 8x12 hunter's cabin / just hangout place. It'll be totally off-grid. 2 bunks, a little table, and a wood stove in one end. That's going to be about it. I'll do rain catch barrel, things like that. So anyway, looking forward to sharing that with you. Yeah, that'll be that whole process will be probably a couple of videos, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, I gotta hit the trail. I'm enjoying my coffee, and I need to heat this back up a little bit while I'm breaking down the rest of camp. Guys, get out there. I'm 58 years old. I'm out here still doing it, and I plan on keeping on until I can't anymore. So enjoy life. Don't worry about too much stuff. All right, you guys be blessed. Thank y'all. See you on the next one.